reconnect. Seeing if we're live. We might be. We might be connected. Oh, there we are. We're live. We're reconnected. What's everybody doing this morning, this evening, this afternoon? My whole day's been shot. If you haven't joined us over at Facebook at all, we weren't even going to be, I wasn't even going to be on the phone today. I was going to take the day off because I had a bunch of other work to do. And then the snowstorm came in and jacked up everything. So we got on here. We are going to, how do you make, oh, did she get a wrench? Did Jamie get a wrench? If I knew who Omar Fraze was, I might give a wrench out. Has anybody got any, have anybody got any news from, J is for Justice? I'm wondering, just because I was on with Oni and it was just, it was kind of a wreck show. The freaking, yeah, we can definitely make Deb a wrench. She can get a wrench. She's got a wrench on another. She's one of my other moderators. We were on with Oni and the show got crazy. People called in crazy, all crazied out, and then a dang cop showed up and he took over, and it just turned crazy. So I didn't hear any. We heard a short update about Jay, but her mom was not doing good, and so we need. I was wondering if anybody had heard anything. Okay. Okay. So they're not gonna know for another couple weeks. Oh no, he's a serious guy. I went and checked out his channel. I wasn't talking bad about the cop, but I could tell he had a point he wanted to make and get, and so I ended up going and put my kids to sleep, and when I got back, Oni was off, and so I'm thinking about Jay. She sent me this shirt. She was thinking about me when she had this shirt made, and now I'm gonna just wear it and be thinking about her. Pretty pumped. I'm pretty sad she got shirts out before me. There's really no, the news you need to know about is you need to go watch, if you haven't already watched the video that we showed on Oni's show last night, if you haven't already watched the video, you need to just go. It's just the audio. It's not really a video. It's just audio of one of Kelsey's friends. And I think I may be in contact with someone else that may do a interview with us too, to tell us more about Kelsey. Somebody is sending me. We are looking, I'm trying to get a hold of a lady who, I guess, what happened to my chats? Do I not have live chat on? I can't see. Oh, good. Cool. We might have to stop in and say hello tonight. I'm glad that she got to see that. I was super pumped. She didn't ruin it. Like, she didn't ruin the surprise because I had no idea she was making an underground shirt. Um, but yesterday she texted me and was like, "Did you get my package?" And I was like, no, not yet." And then she texted back. She's like, "Oh yeah, it's not there. It's still in transit." And I was like, "Oh, you ruined the surprise." She said, "Well, you don't know what it is yet." And she is absolutely right. I was not prepared to open the package to the underground stuff. But she definitely surprised me. And then straight up, a dad with the phone. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I might be wearing this shirt on February 19th. I don't know. I might have to have a couple of layers on. Start with my button, my hoodie, and then if it gets too hot in court, you just take that off. A dad with a phone. Can we see the back? I don't know. You trying to look at my butt or what? You trying to look at Dad's butt or what? I'm just teasing. Uh, it just says a dad with a phone. Omar Fraze says, "I love the phone." Somebody, I know. I feel bad, Jamie. Freaking Jay gets a shirt out faster than I get a shirt out. Your shirts are getting made right now, though. They're in downtown Colorado Springs getting made. So, as soon as we get them, we'll do a boxing live video. We'll be doing a shipping video. We'll call, because some of you guys, we need your shipping address. I got to figure out where it is in PayPal, but we will get those out there. So they're getting made. They should be in by next Tuesday. They said they should be done by next Tuesday, and then we'll have a live video boxing party. And then from now on, I'm gonna freaking find me one of these automated shops, so I don't have to ever touch anything and just spend y'all's money. All this, I was thinking it would be real cool to do all this stuff, but now there's all these moving parts, and now I'm trying to figure out which way is the best way to ship it, which way is the. But now I've seen the little bags. I think the little bags will be easy, and should be pretty quick. So, um, anyway, but no. These are like pretty cool little advertisements, even though this isn't what the shirt's going to look like. The one that's the official one has the big green sign right in the middle of it. But these are unofficial one-offs that, by God, will just be mine. Then I don't even have to wear my own shirts. I get to wear the shirts other people made. She was awesome. I wish I would have talked to her about the t-shirts. We would have already had t-shirts mailed to everybody by now, probably. Yeah, so we're trying to do this YouTube thing. I could see, I wonder, can I do a flip? Well, this orientation is locked rotate device. Okay. I can't do a flip. I thought maybe I could flip it and see. Yes, she does. What are you guys hearing today? Anything y'all want to talk about? I don't have an agenda. You guys, I don't have no notes. The bags are the way they ship most soft goods. Yep, perfect. No, yeah, you can't turn, I think, while you're in. I've been asleep. I know, because y'all probably stayed up late. Is there anyone else live right now? Anybody else I know? I want to go. I need to get a hold of Gray. He reached out to me yesterday. We got to set up a time to do a show with Gray. And we're up over 1,200 subscribers. Thank you guys for all the support. I wouldn't even have thought that. Haven't been pushing none of that. So But I have one. So I have one more part of. Oh, Gray's live right now. What's he talking about? What's he? Oh, he is live. Oh, the raping bar. Oh gosh. This is not. What's he working on, a video?
Oh. If we can pick out some words that might be meaningful. All right, let me know. You want me to play it? We'll move on to something else. We'll just have to not listen. All right, let me know. You want me to play it?
Oh, I better turn me off.
No, okay.
Try to become what you want, but you ain't gonna reach the top, cause you're just a flop, a fucking flop, you're fucking darling. I don't give a fuck what you want to, you can just
what's everybody dropping?
I'll fuck you up with just one punch and leave you on the ground. Yeah, like how that sounds, so
I don't know what he's doing. He's doing something with some video right now. I should go. I want to know all the crime channel people. Is there any other crime channel people that I need to know about? Who else is a crime channel? I hope our daughter brings us. She's trying to get me to Australia. Oh, John Crimes. Okay, let's look at John. John Crimes. Yeah, everybody. Okay. Oh, black guy with the suit on. Subscribe to that dude. I'll come back and check you out, John. Who else we got? We got Stephanie Harlow. Let me go see. Stephanie Harlow. Why does she look familiar? Dude, these people have mad subscribers. They're like, they've been in the dad with the phone business for a minute. Let's see. See, John Crimes, 411 now. Gray, I got him. MGL. Is she crime? How about that? Clarissa Chick. 29 videos. 9,000 subscribed. Have any of these people been doing the... They just do like produce... I wonder what kind of videos. I'll have to go look. No MGL. He's not crime. Who's the other one? Lady from South Africa. Larissa. Six. Man, there's a whole bunch. Armchair Detective. That sounds fun. Armchair Detective's live right now. He got 15,000 subscribers. He has a PayPal donation button right on his Facebook. How do I do that? Or right on his...
In front of an audience. Or maybe some big impresario over in the States can pay to take me over there and do the Armchair Detective live in Colorado or something like that. I'll come.
Oh, he's talking about coming to Colorado.
You Americans can do anything, can't you? Barnum. Build it and they will come, yeah? Armchair Detectives willing to come to America. One of you guys got to set it up. I'll come. You set it up. I'll talk to you live. Answer your questions live. Show you how I work out data and metadata. I'll get to the bottom of cases that you've never seen.
The Armchair Detective.
That's what I can do for you. But I do need some patrons. There's a button at the top of here. Says Patreon. Please join. It's only $2, but it helps me and the team keep going. Because I do this full time. It's 120 hours a week I'm doing. Do you know that? 120 hours a week researching 2,000 messages a day.
I don't want to do what this guy does. He don't sound like he's having fun.
So I could do with some help financially if you can. I'm not going to say nothing else if someone does.
You left this live to see mine.
Oh, save the day, Robin. I was just going to shut up. That would have been bad, wouldn't it? Thank you, Robin.
So he's just asking for money right now.
Yeah, I'll put on some adverts. I might put on some adverts and go and make a cup of tea. What to do with a cup of tea? Rebecca, thank you. At last, people waking up to the 4-0 detective. Bloody
Oh, so yeah, so he's just doing like an ask for money thing right now. I won't ever do this. I can't do this.
Set up a webcam and what's in jail.
I'm in Colorado about 20 minutes from where Harvey.
He'd make millions, that boy. He'd make millions of him getting whatever he gets.
I'll put you up armchair if you get here.
Okay, so I hopefully you've watched my Shadow series, yeah? We were talking about America, I know. And if you watch tonight's one,
I told him I'd put him up if he's. I'm gonna have to go watch his series
put
though.
Those two together.
Because this doesn't seem like a regular video, so let me go see.
What you got to say?
I love it though. He's got the coolest accent. So somebody says I need to go watch his true crime. These dudes are awesome. He's like, I do this full time. I've been doing 120 hours. Oh man, yeah, I agree. I'm gonna watch him.
I only got some news on the Chelsea Barrett case. As you know, I told you last week, it was a rodeo nurse.
Let's see what kind of who's he pulling his news from.
The FBI were questioning who may hold many answers to the disappearance.
He's way calmed down in this one. Oh, did he see me? See. Oh yeah, Dad with the phone made Inside Edition. Why didn't I see that clip? Wait a minute. Inside Edition. Why didn't somebody send me the Inside Edition clip of Kelsey? Man, y'all are slacking, folks. Inside Edition, engagement before disappearing, timeline. Which one was he showing though?
Introducing the new SureColor T3170, designed to produce precise D-size prints in just 34 seconds.
Now the last known video of the...
Kelsey Barrett was seen on a supermarket safe, the child's father, about a 20-minute drive from the Safeway. She has not been seen since. Today, the child's father, Patrick Frazee, is breaking his silence after questions were raised about his absence from
by police in Colorado. This is Frazee's mugshot, taken a short time after his arrest. Kelsey Barrett, mother of his year-old daughter, was
trying to find that link to the one he showed, because that was like a great shot of me and I didn't even see it, man. That's crazy.
I only got some news on the Chelsea Barrett.
Anyway, should have had my t-shirt on. It was commented on one of your Facebook posts. Oh, Pumpkin, no, I'm not an artist. I work with an artist though. My tattoo artist is I do a lot of work with him. He's my my art man. You can look up my artist though. He's working on Dad's chest all the way across. You can look him up. He's been in the game a long time. It's Paes 164. So PAES 164, and we have a mutual project going on Facebook called Nob Hill Urban Arts District, where I've been doing a lot of videos for him. But he's been painting the town up, and so yeah, in Colorado Springs we do a lot of that stuff. I do a lot with an artist, but I am not an artist. I also run a couple of art Facebook pages too, but that's neither here nor there. So, yeah, you can look him up. PAES 164. He's million hits on YouTube. He does graffiti art. He does tattoos. He does everything. So, but Yep. Cool. Man, I gotta check up on. It's hard for me sometimes. Nancy Gray has a podcast on this one's very interesting. Yeah, I tried to get a hold of Nancy Gray actually. I sent her, I tweeted her. I haven't checked my Twitter. I guess I should go back and check my Twitter. I tweeted her producer actually. I wonder if she messaged me back. My Facebook page is Woodland Park Underground. You'll find me. Just put in Woodland Park Underground. You'll find it, and then you'll find a dad with the phone, and then you'll find all kinds of stuff. So. Mentions. Let's see if I got any mentions. Oh, somebody gave me some mad love. I like that one. I'm going to retweet you, girl. I don't read my clippings, but all these people have been tweeting to me. Anyway. Gotta go back to work. Have fun. Yes, for sure. What up, Lacey Whitney Lacey? Laced with Lacey. Hey everyone, how's the weather in Woodland Park? It's cold and there's a little bit of snow flurries. Not bad though. It's not coming down, just a few snow flurries, but it's cold. Are those new glasses? No, these are not new glasses. I need new glasses. I should go get some new glasses. Yeah. Woodland Park Underground, Facebook link. They can't hit that though. But you're awesome. Somebody just did that. Or maybe they can hit it. I don't know. Because that came from Jamie, Texas. So maybe they can't hit that one. Oh, what do y'all want to talk about? I want to rant about something. Y'all give me something to rant about, and I'm going to go off for 20 minutes or less. Not the winter storm. Wagner's. I found it. If you haven't been blocked. Mike J says, thank you for your thoughts. Oh, cool. Tell her I'm going to come on tonight. I'm going to at least come on and say hi. I don't know if I want to come on and talk this case. I actually need to get a hold of this other. I need to get a hold of her right now. This other lady that had messaged me. Let me see if she messaged me. No. I got to find her. She had commented on a couple of stuff. Can anyone see? We can see you, Angela. We can see you. I see you. So you're not hidden. What was Pueblo's issue yesterday? Loose lips. So the loose lips sink ships. Somebody's talking, let's make a deal. You guys are looking at the wrong trash. That was the end of that whole little Facebook post. I have it. Loose lips sink ships. If the price is right, the deal's going to be done. You're looking at the wrong trash. It was like this little rhyme they sent me from an inside source, and what they were trying to tell me is to look at the video. The dump had nothing. By the way, the dump has, I know you guys may have caught on to this. The dump had zero to do with trash. It has everything to do with the video footage at the dump. The dump has multiple cameras, maybe 100. Maybe I saw cameras around the border. I saw cameras around the pooling shack. I saw cameras around the individual places in which they were doing dump stuff. So somehow they're watching the damn trash. And so when everybody's down there, we're like looking for bodies. We're looking for where they're going to find DNA. We're looking for where, you know, the news was waiting for CBI to pull up, which they never did. The FBI, CBI, the police were never on location at the dump. And anyone who tells you different is lying. What had happened was is they called to see if they could get some video footage, and whoever leaked that information forgot to leave out that they were looking for video footage. And I think it's because we needed the video shots of the news at the dump to tie the story together for the movie. But I think what they're actually trying to build is a timeline, because I do believe Patrick went to that dump. What I think has happened is I think Crystal has begun to tell the story. Somebody's talking. Somebody's making a deal. And they're going to have to tell the story the best that they know. So if Crystal said, well, I knew he went down to this dump, and the FBI says, well, call them, see how long their video footage. Well, they get it for 20 days. Oh, damn, we're late. Or maybe they store it for a month, you know. And so a lot of free services are only like 7 to 10 days, but some of the store services now are keeping things a month. So they weren't looking for trash. They weren't looking for a body. They're not going to go look for DNA. They're looking for video footage to help build the story timeline. Because if they don't have a body, they're going to have to convince people via a story in court. And so my little cryptic messages yesterday were because I was actually I thought for sure the news people had left, because I thought for sure this thing was kind of like, it was, I didn't know, bogus. The news people were still there at like 4 o'clock, and then I started looking at, like, I was looking for cameras now, and I was seeing cameras everywhere around the border. You have to understand, this property borders military base too. So not that I think the cameras are going to catch Patrick dumping something, but if they catch Patrick, if they catch his vehicle coming into the dump, that's a timeline. That's a piece of a puzzle in a timeline. It's a piece of a story. It's a piece of a movie that's going to play out in front of us in court. Teller County needs to call me. We need to do an LED wall we need to do a portable LED wall for the court hearing of Patrick so we can see this video very well. So, you know, I try to keep some stuff because I'm trying to figure out what that timeline is going to look like. At the same time, when it happens in court and y'all are like, oh shit, they just laid out a timeline of when he was at the Sonic and he went to here, and then he was at the dump. He was at the dump 2 weeks prior. He dumped a bunch of carpet. He dumped a bunch of something. You know, what did it weigh? You know, why was he here? And so you have to believe that, you know, it took Patrick a few days, and he took the holidays, that couple of holiday time, to think this out, work this out. Now, whether or not they got anything, that's going to be debatable. It really is going to be debatable because of the timing, because of how long it had been. You know, I spoke with a producer from one of the major 3-letter networks yesterday. We were talking about some things. I actually got a great recording with him. My wife was in here cracking up. I thought I was getting played. So if you ever had anything like fall in your lap that seems so freaking good that you're like, dude, something's up. Like, I thought yesterday there was all these good things, like all this information coming my way, and it happened. I mean, I've had information come my way, but it's been kind of slow the last couple of days, and then all of a sudden it was like a flood of information over the last 3 or 4 days coming my way from all different sources, and there was a couple of things that came my way, and I was like, damn. Man, is somebody playing me? And so I not in a way, I don't mind being played. Like I don't mind if somebody's kind of, you know, if I'm unaware of being a puppet, like if I'm unaware of being a puppet, I'm okay with it. But as soon as I become aware that someone else is trying to use me for a puppet, I freaking go flip bananas on them, you know? And so here is all this sweet information coming my way, all this good information coming my way. And my wife was sitting here and I'm listening to these interviews and I just made a phone call here. I just had a phone call here. I got other people wanting to make phone calls. And I'm like, where are all these, how is everybody coming this way now? And we've been covering this case for a minute. And so I really thought like somebody was feeding this. And so then I started to think, well, who's trying to build this story? Who's trying to build this narrative? So I got on the phone, you know, and it's just me being like a little bit paranoid, or maybe it's me not really, giving credit to myself and saying, oh, but you are doing something and people want to talk to you, you know. Instead of doing that, I was like, who the hell's feeding me all this stuff? I called this one producer up and I'm like, bitch, are you messing with me, man? Because I just had a good interview over here, and then I got this other interview I'm doing, and I got this other interview, and it's not going to make sense to you guys now. Like, it's not going to make sense to you right now. But as this case plays out, as the facts start coming out, as other people start actually doing narratives and start tell this story, you're going to realize that a lot of the information that you're hearing, you actually heard it from me first, and I didn't even, you heard it on the underground first, you know. I didn't know this, but there are going to be a lot more interviews that come out that have been done of people we've done interviews with. And I wasn't even aware of that at the time. I was just following leads. I was trying to find people who knew Kelsey. I was trying to find people who knew Patrick. And so all these things came about through different ways. But I'm going to tell you, the last couple of days, I was like, damn, who's puppeting me, man? Who is actually pulling the strings on the underground? Nobody was pulling the strings, but I was getting so paranoid that someone was actually pulling the strings. And so, anyway, I just rambled about my paranoia for a second. Y'all are all doing good, just promoting me, huh? I think Mike has more info than the law enforcement. Man, I'm addicted. Like, I didn't think I was going to get addicted. I didn't think I was going to be that guy. I'm addicted now for the sole purpose of, like, you have to see it through. Like, the story won't have an end unless I see it through. And so it'll be one of those things that, like, once this thing's over, I'm probably going to take a vacation or something. Because it's so close to me. Like, I wouldn't feel adequate covering a case that I couldn't go out and touch something that was right there. Like, if I couldn't go to the person's house, if I couldn't go see what was going on, I just wouldn't feel it. So I know that all these other guys, these YouTubers, these pros, these professionals that I've been going and checking out, that have, I know, like the guy Armchair Detective, he's like, I do this full-time 24/7, you know, 120 hours a week. I'm like, dude, I don't think I can be that guy. I don't know if I want to be that guy. Shoot, I took just this morning off, and I was like, oh, this is nice. And I was like hard pressed not to even do anything, but I was stuck in a snowstorm. I was like, well, this has just ruined my day. I might as well just get on the internet, you know? So hopefully tomorrow, and it wasn't like the snowstorm ruined it. It was because, damn, that tattoo looks good right there. I hadn't even looked at that one in a minute, my ladybug. I got to get him to finish that up. I'm going to put a dragonfly. I got my kids' names all up my arms. My wife's name, Aubin Fraze. It has been draining. It's been draining and exhilarating because let me be honest with you, you know, I covered shit in Woodland Park and I did some live videos and I would do live council meetings and I would do live parade videos and I would cover other videos in Woodland Park. I had about 12,000 people or 10,000 people that liked and about 12,000 people that followed the underground. That's obviously not exploded by any stretch of the imaginations, but has grown larger. And then my YouTube channel has definitely grown larger, but I never really paid attention to YouTube, not for myself. I've worked with a lot of YouTubers. I've created a lot of YouTube content. We've got a couple of YouTube channels that work with other people, but I never came out in front of it. I never talked or did that kind of stuff with the YouTube stuff. And so it's been fun to see that build a little bit, but I'm not in this for like, I ain't trying to be the Armchair or the next Gray or the next J is for Justice or Oni or any of that. I'm just a dad with a phone when it comes down to it. And I mean, I got other cameras. I got drones and big cameras and video, you know, I can do 4K everything, but this is just more of my story. This will just be the story that this dad told over the years. So you better have Mrs. Underground tat. Oh, I do. I got her name's right there. She's covered in tats. What are you talking about? I've done more videos for my wife to get tatted. I don't pay for tats, by the way. My artist is $150 an hour. I couldn't afford that. I had to do videos. I trade out for all my artwork. I think you all have a different style. I love you all. It's better than watching Netflix. I can tell you that, you know. Why didn't you want to participate with YouTube in the vids? YouTubers. Why didn't you want to participate with YouTubers in the vids? I don't understand what you mean by that. I'll participate with anybody. I like to go everywhere. I've been to Oni show, been to J is for Justice show. I got 2 more shows that we're working on right now that I'm trying to hook up with the big time boys. But what do you mean? I didn't want to compete with the YouTubers. I just invested my time over at Facebook because it was more personable to Woodland Park. Yeah, I was on Oni's show yesterday, and it turned like Oni. If you knew what was going on, it was so hard. There was a lot going on behind the scenes of both Oni's show, you know, and so there was some personal stuff with Jay going on that was really hard for me to hear. And then have I heard of Perplexed QT? I think that's the girl that called herself the Howard Stern. Isn't that the girl who called herself the Howard Stern to me? Like she called me a killer. So she went on line and called me a killer. She said, "Who is this freak that's following this case? It's kind of freaking creepy that he goes up to the house and that he's all enthralled in this case." And I'm like, "What are you talking about? I live on the block, you bitch." And I think I did call her a bitch. And I was like, and don't tell me you're the female Howard Stern. If you have to tell me who you are, then I don't want to hear it. But yes, I did get a little pissed with that woman because she posted something. She posted something that Mike's on ABC all the time. She posted something that pissed me off, and so, you know, I don't even let my dad talk to me that way. You think I'm gonna let someone else talk to me? Now, if you would have gone and watched any of my stuff, it's pretty obvious. I mean, I've explained it on multiple shows, multiple times, and when it comes to this case, I've tried to explain it a couple of times. But anyway, she kind of leeched on and I have the messages on Facebook. We had a long conversation. She was like, I needed her, and you know, she said I needed her and that she was trying to throw me a bone. And even to this day, I'll say all that shit. I'll say what I just said. I'll say it over and 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 over again. And I would still go on her show tonight if she called. So if she wants to bring me on there and have a little back and forth discussion, I think dad with the phone can handle himself, you know? And so I'm not like saying anything negative against their personalities. I'm not saying anything negative against their personal as a person. I'm just saying how they treated me. And I saw it with my own eyes. It wasn't like someone sent me a screenshot. By the way, when I saw the clip, when I saw that shit, I actually messaged even the group owners and was like, what the fuck, people? Y'all gonna let this happen in your group? She's sitting here openly accusing me of murder. Like, she basically accused me of killing Kelsey, and she was like, I'm not the only one that think that. And I was like, what are you, freaking crazy? And so, and she then backpedaled, tried to say it, and then she'd throw out her things. I looked at that and was like, I'm not gonna get in, you know. Where, like, the flip side of that, Oni and Jay, like, open their arms and give me a big hug and tell me how much they love me, even if I am crazy and I am different than their viewing audience has seen before. And maybe, you know, I do have different beliefs, and maybe I do talk about different things than they necessarily would talk about on their show. But they opened their arms with love. They didn't come at me and say I was a killer, you know. If you want to get my attention, all you got to do is knock, you know. You don't have to shoot a gun at me. You can just knock. And so that was why, like, I love Oni and freaking Jay is for Justice and the Texas chick and the dish. I called her the dish. Yeah, I call it the dish. It's the it's dish with the lish. It's lish, I think. So anyway, I didn't even know you guys existed when this whole thing started. When I say you guys, I mean like this internet sleuth crime world even existed. This was not part of my world, you know, prior to Kelsey's disappearance. I was just a dad with a phone that videoed deer, the snow, the parade. Oh, maybe I messed with the cops. Maybe I did a few viral things here and there in the underground. But then this lady went missing on my block. And so then I was thrust into this world that I didn't even know existed. And I love it. Don't get me wrong. This is fun for me. I come from a law enforcement family. I'm trying to get a show with my dad together. Dude, if I get a show with my dad together, I will have one of the most decorated law enforcement agents in the country. And we'll do a show together. And then you'll be like, holy crap, it's like grandpa and dad with the phones. But he's not cooperating. he's not returning the text messages, Dad. Anyway, so I don't mind. I kind of like the internet battle. I don't like the internet battle around the case. I don't mind talking. I don't mind keep him off camera. No, it's not that he would. My dad he's been a PR officer. I mean, he was the PR officer for the Tarrant County Sheriff's Department for 10 years. Like, that's a, you know, it's one of the largest sheriff's offices in Texas. And so he's not afraid of the camera at all. I probably got some of my camera skills from him, you know? And so he just don't buy into the underground. That's his problem. They don't buy into Facebook. Send a dad a phone. Send a dad a phone. No, he's got all the cameras. He's got like half his houses are wired with cameras, and he's got multiple phones and iPads. He's very technology savvy in that sense. He just ain't sure about the rest. He ain't sure about his own son, I think. Oh, I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'm going to get him on when the time is right. I think what's going to happen is I'm waiting for something. And when that something happens, when that big something happens, then all of a sudden Dad with the phone his face is in everyone's living room. Then all of a sudden I'm going to have to capitalize on Papa, because I'm going to have to bring Dad in and be like, all right, let's really talk this case. Let's put this. That's why I like that cop guy from yesterday with Oni. He doesn't really remind me of my dad at all. My dad's a different kind of personality, but that's why I like that cop guy, because I understand their train of thought and stuff and what they think through those things. And so I definitely want to get my father's perspective on this case. I just got to figure out how to get him on here, and like, it's got to be a big show. It's got to be good. It's got to be a big show because it's like bringing on a, you know, the best expert I would ever know, and definitely the best expert in this part of the country. So anyway, somebody got a message deleted by my. Somebody got a message deleted by the wrench. Watch out. I have no idea, and I don't even care. If one of my wrenches delete your messages, don't cry to me. Don't cry to me. So, I bet these guys are mad at me because I'm live right now. Steve's a troll. Well, Steve's gone. Don't cry to me. I block people when people call me names on the underground. The only reason I don't make people the only reason I don't make people editors on my underground page on Facebook, which I really need, is because so many people send me insider information that I like, unless I have touched you physically, unless I know you physically. And then we've had dinner together and we've drank some beers and whiskeys together. Maybe we smoked a cigar together. I just don't trust anybody because there's so much information that comes to my underground channel from cops, from other people. I've always had that channel myself. And so now all of a sudden when that information is very valuable, it becomes very scary to have someone like a moderator coming in that can see all those pages, see all those messages and stuff. And so there's so much information that has been followed on that. People have been coming out going, Michael, we'll help you with your Facebook pages. We'll help you with moderate these things. But you have to understand, especially my underground one. Dad with the phone, I started and I got a couple of moderators. I'll probably add a few moderators there. The Woodland Park Underground page, I could probably put some page admins on that, or a group. The Woodland Park Underground group, I could probably add some people to that. But my page, I've got messages that have changed things. And so I gotta protect that a little bit. On YouTube, I give shit. I want some mean wrenches. I need wrenches that don't let nothing slide. And so, no fireside at the beer work for Steve. I'd be a wrench, Kim said. I know on here, right? Let's see. I'm gonna see if I recognize some of y'all.
Steve.
Let me kill this. Let's see. Let's see who. I want to see with a message that Jamie. Most females lie and pretend so much. So you don't make fun of females when Jamie, Texas chick, is wrenching her. You're out. You should recognize my name, Ziggy said. What else did he write? Did he just go? It's a lot easier for good-looking and rich guys to get a girlfriend. Yeah, Steve needed to go. Steve was. If y'all can make Steve disappear permanently, you have the underground's permission. Let's see here. Tracked down litterers and protested storage buildings. Oh, that's what I did before, wasn't it? Right? That's awesome. I love that. Somebody said I used to track down litterers and protest storage buildings. That's exactly what I did. I called it Storage Wars. And then I actually didn't shoot the video of the guy littering. That guy was an underground follower, okay? He sent me the video and said, Michael, I want to post this video, but I'm scared what's going to happen. And so I posted the video. It goes viral. People get pissed because they knew it wasn't me. But I had the Facebook message. The news was calling me going, where'd this video came from? And I was like, he don't want to talk to you. And they ended up tracking him down, and he told them, he's like, I don't want to talk to you. You guys can talk to the underground. And so the underground got a lot of credit in that chasing down that litterer in Colorado. But that was really like, it was more of like a source sent me something, and I put it up, and it went viral for real. People, I got a subpoena to court because of that video for internet shaming. So now that court case ended up getting dropped. Like I didn't even have to show up for court, but I was subpoenaed, and the subpoena showed the words internet shaming on them. and the underground. And so this ain't my first rodeo in this social media realm, but I've actually been to court for internet videos here in Woodland Park. You can Google "man gets a ticket from a social media video," and there'll be a number of, and you put Woodland Park, Colorado, and my face will come up. I did a viral video on purpose. I said in the video, "Watch this video go viral," and then I went and across an apartment complex that had just kind of been made here, and the apartment complex flipped out because I was showing this shortcut through the apartment complex, and they flipped out on me. That's how small this town is if you try to give somebody some navigation through some things, the town flips out. It ended up being great for me. It cost me freaking, I had to get the best lawyer in town because I wanted to piss and scare all the DAs, and it did. It scared the piss out of the DA when you show up with the best lawyer in town. And so it did cost me something in lawyer fees, and then I did some trade video work with him. So it ended up, James Newby, you can look him up. He's one of the best criminal defense lawyers. But it was fun. It was another little viral piece I did 3, 4, 5 years ago that got me some attention, but that was more to jack with the city. I needed to build a page quick so that I could sell some shit to some people in the city, and it worked really well to just do a quick video to get me some attention. And then it went a little bit farther than I thought it was going to go, but it all worked out in the end and nobody got hurt. And so a couple people got their feelings hurt, but nobody got real hurt. People are pissed at me for adding the music to the interview I did. I did that so that, like, the news station can't. I did that, and I didn't do that because I could care less what you guys do with that interview. You could take that interview and you can share it, you can rip it off, you can steal it, you can do whatever you want with it. I put music behind the interview so the news station couldn't steal my interview. They can't play that. They won't be able to ever take that music out of that interview unless they call me and say, "Hey, Michael, could we get a copy of the original interview?" And I would say, "Yeah, I would gladly work out a deal with you." So that's the reason I put that music behind there. I know it's distracting. I know it's annoying, and I know you guys hate that. Get over it. Nobody else got that phone call. Well, actually, somebody did. But you won't hear their interview until after this case is over, and you'll have heard it here on the Underground first. So anyway, hope that clears it up on the whole music thing. People, like, it really pissed people off and griped at me. No, I know, only a few, but it was only a few everywhere. Like, a few adds up, and it's probably the same few. It's probably the same few, and I will definitely give you it's probably the same few. So, but I did want to explain to people, I didn't put the music in there to try to dramatize anything or dramatize it up. I put the music in there for the simple fact it's like a little watermark. People get mad at me when I don't watermark my photos, the drone photos. They're like, "Why didn't you watermark those?" I was like, I don't. Guys, if I thought that this information was, like, if I thought people could just steal content and just pass it off as their own, I could care less what they take of this case. This is like real life. 100 years from now, the only one thing is going to be told about this story, and it's going to be the story that the Underground tells, the story that these other guys on YouTube are telling. And I think that that's a cool thing. So, kind of an asshole. You know the special kind. Buck said, "Yeah, I have no problem." Again, if I gave somebody a wrench and they blocked everybody, I would be like, well, they're not really good wrenches, but I gave them the wrench. So I trust the people. Like Texas Chick has got the wrench. If she wants to hammer down on people, you just don't want to piss Texas Chick off. I swallowed whatever it was. Let them get their own dang interview. Tell them to look in, and I'm just reading your comments now, trying to see if you guys are asked. Some people just love complaining. Absolutely. That's a sorry-ass way to go through life, though. If you just complain about... I know this guy, this camera kid I work with, this one of those camera guys I worked with for years and years. And it could be Monday morning. We could be working on a Tuesday. We could be working on a Saturday. It could just be any day of the week. He's going to walk in and complain about something. the second he walks in, and I'm like, damn, dude, why you got to be so negative? Why you got to complain so much? That shit really, really fucks with people, and people don't even understand that. I don't have time to go into the history of it, but whatever you say, and I say a lot of shit, whatever you say affects the physical in this world, whether you believe me or not. You should turn all of this into a book. Who's that? Heather? What I need to do is spend more time on the projects that I have. One of those could be a book. There's a young lady right now, there's an author. I'm fucking dyslexic. I can't write damn 3 sentences without getting pissed. And so there is an author working on a book, and I am going to be, hopefully, if things work out, I'm going to be a part of helping that book. And so this is my book. You know, that's, people used to write books. This dad's got a television station, you know. Actually, I got 2 television stations. I work with a couple of networks now. I'm working with one right now, this YouTube network, and then there's this other network called Facebook, and I work with both of the networks now. I used to only work with one. Zuckerberg used to tell me, just stick around here. Don't go over, you don't need to go over there. That's the enemy. So, yeah, a book is cool. Someone should write a book, and you should be my ghostwriter. If you want to be a ghostwriter, if you're a ghost, I have a writer. That's the problem. I need to contact him first. No, I do need a ghostwriter. I got enough stories to tell a book. But this thing's got to get over with. We got to finish this story first. We got to get through this one. We got to get through this one, though. Y'all will see. We have. I believe the one. I believe the woman's already got the Amazon title. You've heard me say the Amazon title, so you'll know exactly which book we're talking about. I already own the Facebook pages for the book. You know, the book, it will fit. You will understand it. You'll be like, "Holy shit, that's Dad with the Phones book." Now I'm not writing it. I'm not a writer, so. What the hell are you talking about? What you gotta give it away for, Heather? Why can't you let people guess a little bit? Murder at 8500, baby. That came out of my lips first. You won't find that anywhere else. You should have come up with some other titles if you already knew the answer. Come on. It is a perfect title. You'll figure it out when you know. If you didn't know, you'll figure it out. But I've owned that title for a minute. I've done Worship at 8500. I've done Murder at 8500 now. I've done what other things have I had at 8500? I've had quite a few. Hashtag murder. And they won't even let you use the @ symbol. I always want to use the @ symbol for this one, but they won't let you use it in websites. They won't let you use it in Facebook pages, and they won't let you use it in YouTube's. But I really want the murder at 8500, the @ symbol. But AT's going to have to work now. I wish I knew. Karen. So the interview that I had last night, I have confirmed that interview with the best friend, with a friend. She also got interviewed by NBC, Dateline, Talking Blonde, and the wifey I interviewed Well, the husband got interviewed by the Dateline. And so this is why all of a sudden I started thinking, what the hell? Who's feeding me all this crap, you know? But these were people that wanted to speak out. They wanted to talk, you know. Yeah, the major networks are following me, or I'm following them, or we're on the same trail, right? And either way, it doesn't matter. I mean, I have a conversation with the, I'm telling, when this is all over, after that one does come out, I'm gonna, oh gosh, where's my phone? Where's that phone? Zane! No, I think it's on my daughter's phone. I recorded it yesterday because I started putting these things together. They were like, why are these people so... No, we've gotten some close encounters to some people. And I think there's some more that are going to come out. What's your question, Kristen? I'm watching. And I'm out of here. You're going to cry now? What's your question? Kristen, tell me what your question is and I'll answer it. Unless you're asking someone else. I'm sorry that I didn't... Let me go back, I guess. People are scrolling. I'm not reading. Kim, I'm looking for email. Oh, I'm sorry. I've had 1 million teeth issues. Oh. Just medical provider is wise. I don't know what the crap you're asking now. When the rest of the interview with the friend is airing. Oh, well, I actually aired the whole interview with the friend. Now, I still have one section. Oh, just a sidebar. I got you. A convo, Mike. I got you. I have nothing to do with that convo. Okay. What are you barking at? The interview with the friend is aired in full. I only did about a 13-minute interview. A 15-minute interview. I cut about 2 minutes out. I do have a portion of the interview with Patrick's friend. Yeah, I do have a portion of that interview left. I have, yeah, I see you, Kristen. I think what I'm going to do is just re-air that whole interview in its entirety. Instead of taking it, I did 2 parts, and then I had a 3rd part. I went and listened to the 3rd part today and was going to just do the 3rd part, and it definitely needs to, that 3rd part needs to be in there. The end of the interview needs to be in there. So what I'm going to do is just re-release the whole thing as a 1-part full-length interview. I'm trying to let that ride for a second. I may come back to it. It's hard. Let me be honest. It's hard to air that interview. It's hard to air an interview with someone who, you know, looks at this differently than I do. It's easy to air when you want to talk about Kelsey because there's no judgment against the victim. There's no judgment against Kelsey. I was not going to stand by and let the judgment come on Kelsey because these people said these things. And it was awesome that someone stood up and talked about Kelsey. I don't care about your tooth. I don't care that your tooth took over a conversation. That don't bother me at all. I don't get upset about that. So it's just hard. It's hard for me to do that. It's not that I don't think Kelsey can't speak for herself. Yeah, and I know. And these people are trying to speak for Patrick. You know, they're trying to paint Patrick, you know, one way and stuff. And I want to be fair, but I don't have to be. That's the best part about what me is. I don't have to be fair. I don't have to follow anybody's rules. You know, people have said, well, you did it. I don't have to do any of that. I'm just a dad with a phone on social media, and we don't have to follow any of the rules. And sometimes that's good. Sometimes that's bad. So, but Allison says, fuck Patrick. I mean, she said some symbols, but what she meant was fuck Patrick. Justice for Kelsey, yeah. I wish he speaks his case. Yeah, I just want to make sure I interpreted that right, Allison. I'm pretty good at interpreting those things, but you know. People also got mad. They don't like if I cuss. I did get someone who says, you don't have to be like all those other YouTubers that cuss. And I'll tell you this, some words you have to cuss. There's some situations which the word needs to be used. Like that one that was just used. Yeah, that one you're using there. I don't want to use every other word out of my mouth be a cuss word. I don't think every other word out of my mouth needs to be a cuss word. And I don't have to go off on tangents calling people cuss words. But sometimes the situation calls for a cuss word. And you can't explain the situation without the cuss word, or it just doesn't have the same feeling. And so I will cuss from time to time. Don't let it scare you, folks. It's just a few words. I'm a cursor too, laugh out loud. It's hard to hold back. Oh, I can hold back because I've worked with these nonprofits. So I work with a lot of nonprofits, and you can't just go in using swear words. But I have had to tell them, if y'all are going to watch me on YouTube, you might see me use a swear word or two. But these are people who know me, but you know, they know me at this time. And so I try to tell people, you know, there's sometimes you got to have yeah, there's Texas. Jamie says there's nothing wrong with saying fuck every once in a while. I can just see the best Texas accent when I'm reading this. Yeah, professionally it's different. Well, this is professional. I'm a professional dad with the phone now. Look at me. Look at me. I even got a uniform. Thanks to J is for Justice. I am a professional now. People actually paid me to do this. You don't understand. I am a professional now. As soon as somebody gave the first $1 to a PayPal account and said, thank you for doing what you do, you became a professional. Dick Cheney. Isn't that the dude who shot the other guy? No. Did Dick Cheney shoot somebody? Didn't he shoot somebody? Or was that Dan Quayle? Now I got the whole conversation on the swearing. People are just laughing. That girl's like, why'd you call me out? I didn't say your name. She was saying she liked my YouTube because I didn't use as much vile language as the other ones. I love it. What'd you say? Had to say, insert mom. Shot somebody. That's funny. Have you contacted Kelsey's mother? Nope. I actually haven't contacted anybody. Yeah, he shot a friend. That's what it was. Yes, Dick Cheney did shoot somebody. Yeah, I haven't contacted anyone. I've allowed them to contact me only because man, if I started chasing down people, I don't want to chase. That's what the news people do. The news people chase down people. The reporters, they're like chasing down. No, I understand you're just curious, but I'm explaining why I haven't. I mean, I could have reached out to different people on Facebook that I know are watching. You know, I know that I know that mom's watching. Like, I know the mom is watching. And I know other family members are watching. And, you know, some of the things that I cut out from the interview yesterday were directed directly at me, you know. And so they weren't directed to you guys. They were directed to me. And so I know how the family is using other people to speak. And so I don't need to chase them down. I think when the time is right, the mom and I will have a conversation. I hope. That's my hope. I would love to sit down with Kelsey's mom and talk to her. I don't know if I want to do that over the phone. I don't know if I want to do that. I don't think I need to do it before this situation's resolved. And so I would love to talk to Mom. I would. And if Mom reached out to me today and said, hey, Michael, I want to talk to you, I'd be right on the phone. But I don't think it's worth oh, Clayton Sandell. The problem with Clayton is he's me with a camera crew. Like he don't want to put me on ABC. You don't want to go head to head with me, you know what I'm saying? I had that blonde chick from NBC flustered. If Clayton tried to do something with me, they would give me his job. You don't want to bring the dad with the phone on the dad with the camera crew show. They would jack them up. You just gave out my email? Really, Jamie? You're not. Why did somebody ask for that? I know it's public. I'm just kidding. What up with that NBC interview? They're not gonna. That NBC. Yes, they asked. I'm just jagging with you. I could care less. That NBC interview will it will view. Dateline does their shit afterwards. They're trying to tell the whole story. They're trying to tell start to finish closure. I wasn't even supposed to talk about it, and I was like, well, you didn't make me sign anything, and you didn't pay me anything. So if you didn't make me sign and you didn't pay, I'm not under any obligation. They didn't even want me to video. And so I wanted to video the whole interview. They had 5 cameras set up on me, 2 on me, 2 on the chick, and 1 wide shot. And they wouldn't let me video that. And then they wanted to go for a ride in the Jeep and let me take them around. Well, I set up my camera and I was going to go live, and they were like, "Oh no, we can't go. You can't go live. Come on, Michael, you can't go live." And I was like, why the fuck not? 1,000 people will watch. This is great for me. And they were like, no, you can't go live. And I was like, well, fine, then I'm going to record it. And so I recorded my whole drive around interview with the Talking Blonde. And I'm not being disrespectful. It's a joke, okay, people? Don't think I'm being disrespectful. I didn't even know her name. And when someone called me and was like, who are you interviewing with? I was like, I don't know, some talking blonde. She can talk, and she's a blonde. So it's not. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but don't you know all them people are blonde? You know, all them reporters are blonde. I'm more into brunettes. If they would have sent a brunette, they might have gotten me. But they sent a blonde, so I was on top of my game. It's jokes, folks. What was I saying anyway? Oh, I wanted to record the whole thing. So the very second that Dateline NBC airs, that the edited version, whatever they come up with, you will get the unedited version from my phone. So just know that. Know that the second the Dateline NBC hits air, you'll get the unedited version from the phone. So whatever they cut out of the Jeep ride, which is 45 minutes, and I had her talking about some funny stuff. We were talking about all kinds of stuff, you know, and so it wasn't just about the case. We were cracking jokes about all kinds of stuff. And so that'll be a fun video. And so I'm trying to be nice to him, because what I was trying not to do was piss him off. And I don't think I've pissed them off, because I think they just know who they're dealing with now. Because like even yesterday, I called him up and was like, what the hell are you sending me all these interviews for? And he's like, what are you talking about? I was like, I just interviewed so-and-so. And I just interviewed so-and-so. And I got so-and-so calling me. I was like, these have got to be people you're sending me. He was like, bullshit. We don't send anybody. Why would we send it to you? And I was like, I don't know, because I just felt like you were sending me. And then I realized he didn't send me the interviews. And then I realized he had just confirmed all these identities to me, and I didn't even use the names. And I was like, good, got him. Snack, 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 snack. So you got to play both sides. You got to be, and he's watching this video right now. I guarantee you the other producer, I won't say her name unless she comments, because I told her I wouldn't, but I didn't say I wouldn't show her card. Yeah, this lady right here, this one, or this one. Wait, I can show you this one, right? Because this one you already know about. I've already showed her picture. Yeah, I've already showed her picture. I've already showed. I found out who the talking blonde was, right? This one I don't want to talk about because she's asked me specifically not to talk about her, so I'll respect that. But if she comments, I'll talk about her. Now this guy, this dude, this guy is like a, he's like a, this guy is like the born supremacy dude. Man, he scares me a little bit. So I might get myself off that interview, and y'all are gonna be like, you didn't even have an interview with him. I'm like, bitch, I got 45 minutes with her. Watch. So I might get myself talked to her. I don't think it's gonna happen because they're already talking about sending another crew out on the 19th. He just told me that yesterday. He's like, we're gonna be in touch with you. And so for sure on the 19th, I want to do a live. That'll probably be on Facebook because I have better reception and better mobile reception with Facebook. But we'll do a live video to Cripple Creek, and hopefully we'll have a hopefully I show up and Dad with a phone has camera crew following his ass. And then I look over at Sandell and I'll be like, I'm still Dad with a phone, but I picked up a camera crew, and he has ABC on his letters, right? And NBC. I love the puppetry. You play them puppets against each other. Sandell's watching this right now. They're all watching this, by the way. After yesterday, they're all pissed. Every last one of them's pissed. They're like, that some bitch released one of the best interviews on this whole case, and we were sitting down here at the dump twiddling our thumbs. And so all those major networks that get paid big, but I basically sent that video to every major network last night. Not one of them shared it. Okay, and I did that on purpose because you guys should bombard every major network with Kelsey's friend's interview, because nobody is telling Kelsey's story, but they're making these fucking lawyers heroes. They're talking about lawyers being heroes, and they're trying to blow up these lawyers from Idaho. You guys should be bombarding the network with Kelsey's friend's interview, and you should be telling them, why the hell have y'all not made this story go viral? Not because you can steal it. If they need to call me, and get the original audio without any music, I'll send them that shit. But they need to be blowing some shit up because they made them damn hero lawyers. Oh, we contacted law enforcement. Oh, yeah, a month after you knew they were going to do something, you know? And so, I'm sorry about that little rant there. Yeah, exactly. But I ain't getting crap over on the East Coast after the reward, exactly. So, you know, that's what pisses me off, because, you know, if you try to help, I'll try to help the news people out, and they're out there trying to get their shit paid. But Sandell, Clayton Sandell, Sam, you want to tweet about the dump? Why don't you tweet that shit from the best friend? Why don't you treat the story of Kelsey a little bit about Kelsey instead of trying to make this about the asshole? You know, we're going to get the asshole story in court, and we're going to get that story happen. I'm sorry, people are going to be offended at me because I call Patrick an asshole. You know, a lot of his friends might not talk to him anymore. And I have, like I said, I have an interview here with one of his friends that I'm still contemplating putting out because I don't have to play by the fair game. I did put it out there, and I did portionately, and I try to do a fair job. But then after I put it out there, check PayPal, Mike. That's funny. What do you want me to check PayPal for? Did you send me some pay? Did you buy a shirt? Did you buy a shirt? Somebody buy a shirt? I don't know. Well, oh, this must close. Are you still there? I'm frozen. We're doing the PayPal donations now. I'm on PayPal. I'm looking. What am I looking for? I don't know what I'm looking for. Oh, I want to buy a shirt. Where's the merch? Yeah, you got to go find it. I'll tell you what somebody can put the website in the link. It's dadwithaphone .ecwid.com, and you can. Oh, thank you. She sent a donation. No, lots of people sent donations for sure. That's a crazy thing to me. That lady asked me, that blonde lady asked me from that NBC, she was like, have you made any money off this? Like with this condescending look and without a hesitation. I said, I absolutely have. These people put $20 bills in my pocket. I said, you wouldn't believe it. You wouldn't believe it. These people are so interested in watching crime stuff, watching and updates to this, that they put money in my pocket. And she was blown away. She was like, what do you mean? You mean you're making money? I said, I'm not making money. These people asked to give me $20, and I said, sure, you can give me $20. I'm not going to turn down $20. Now, some of them gave $100, and she was like, bullshit. And I pulled out the PayPal. I was like, that's $100. That's $100. That's $100. I said, I'm not making this. I'm fucking scared shitless. I was like, I didn't know people did this and paid for people to sit here and talk to their phones. But now I obviously know. I told you I didn't know anything about this world, and you guys have introduced me into a whole nother damn world of whatever this is. So yes. But have you personally, and you tell the truth? Oh. Yeah. Gas money, yo. No, I'm not ashamed of it at all. And I even look at it a little bit more differently. Like, I know without a doubt you never give anything that you're not going to get something back. There in my mind, if you give, your reward is way better than anything. And it doesn't even matter what you're given to. It's the spirit in which you give, the heart in which you give. But that's neither here nor there. But my phone is dying. I've been going for 81 freaking minutes and haven't had a drop, so I better end this off. And I'll end it off with this, as crazy as the other guy, the dad with the phone. You can donate to PayPal at Michael Dalton, the number 2 at Mac.com, MAC.com, Michael Dalton 2 at Mac.com. You can go buy a t-shirt at dadwithaphone.ecwid.com, or there is a GoFundMe that has money in it that I haven't even tried to get out yet, and that's Dad with the Phone, and you can go give to the GoFundMe if you want to do it out publicly. All of that money in the GoFundMe account, I have something special planned for that. So if you want to be made a special announcement about yourself, I don't make an announcement of everyone who donates to PayPal. I can't make. I am going to tell you who bought T-shirts, because we're going to do a T-shirt send-off. We're going to do a T-shirt shipping party, and so everybody will know their shirts are going out, because you're going to see my kids. I'm going to got slave labor to put that shit together. But I've decided with the GoFundMe account that although it'll pay for gas and it'll pay, one lady donated to PayPal directly that's going to pay for all the court requests. So at the end of this court, we're going to go get all the court documents from this trial. Maybe even get the video stuff. Who knows? And so I had no idea that you guys love to give. And so if you want to give, that's how you can give to me. If you can't find that shit, well, don't worry about it. If you don't want to give, if it offends you, if it makes you mad, I'm sorry. It's weird for me. It's really weird for me, because I have been doing this anyway, and I would have continued to do it. And now I look at it, I'm like I listen to that guy, that armchair guy, and he's like, I do this full time. And I'm like, I don't know if I can do it full time. But sure as hell, part-time sounds fun. And so if I can book a little less and spend more time with you guys, that's 84 minutes of some well-spent time with some peoples. Is hoodie only in black? Shit, I gotta go shut down the hoodies. They're selling like hotcakes. I'm probably past my limit. I'm gonna have to order another bunch of them. Right now, everything's in black. Black look good. What you got a problem with black? This is the ninja color. You know. Nobody can get this shirt unless you call Jay up. Jay got special hookup on this shirt. Maybe we should do a special release with some sort of underground and whatchamacallit deal together. The She Lounge hoodies, pink. I know. Pink will be next for sure. We will do pink underground hoodies. I'm done with. I gotta get that shit mobilized. I gotta get that damn automated thing going. So I gotta talk with a girl who made me this. This girl gets a shirt out faster than I can even think about it. Jay is awesome. Mom with the phone needs one. I know we should do. I think what Jay can do. I think whatever Jay's doing is we could do a standard underground shirt, and then you could do mom with the phone or a dad with the phone. And so, yeah. Anyway, everybody wants merch, and that's something I was talking about. I was like, damn, I can sell T-shirts the rest of my life. And so that is kind of a second source of income. I'm always against these, and some of you guys do these multi-level marketing schemes. Don't get mad at me. Please don't get mad at me. I wish my wife would do a CBD oil one. She spends so much money on CBD oil. I'm like, why don't you sell that shit to people and tell it what it really does? But you could sell T-shirts and you feel good. And maybe some little hats with dad with the phone. Who knows? I found out that there was a mistake on one of the long sleeve ones. So I've got one shirt that's not even on the store. That's a black long sleeve tee. And it's going to say like Woodland Park under. And then it's just going to say dad with the phone down the sleeve. Hashtag dad with the phone. And so anyway. Oh, hats. If I come to the court, can I give you cash for mine? My sale don't like your website. Absolutely, Karen. I'll have shirts at court. Underground. Don't get mad at me. Shirt. Don't get mad at me. Oh, now we're going to do custom shirts. There you go. Thank you, Jamie, for putting that up there. I'm done. We're finishing with that.